Okay, so today we're making Chow Fun, and the ingredients you're going to need are the noodles, pre-cut rice noodles. If you can't find the pre-cut ones, you can get Vietnamese rice sheets, and you'll also need half of a cabbage, and I use Beyond Beef Crumbles for the ground beef, the beefy flavor. Also, you'll need some oil, some light soy sauce, and also some dark soy sauce. Okay, so with the Chow Fun noodles, you need to make sure you get them fresh. You can get these at most Asian grocery stores. You need to get them fresh, and when I say fresh, this is just for Chow Fun. If you want to make noodle soup, you can get them not so fresh. And to tell if they're fresh, you gotta press on it, and it shouldn't give you any resistance. There's this trick that chefs use to tell if steak is rare or medium rare or well done or whatever using your hand. So you just put your hand like a OK sign with your forefinger and thumb, and you press on the fatty part under your thumb, and it should match the softness of the noodle. Does that make sense? Yeah, so you make like an OK sign and then press it, and then if it's the same as the noodle, that's fresh. So you open the package, and what you have to do is you need to separate all the noodles. Separate the noodles. It should be easy if they're fresh. If it's not so fresh, if it's kind of hard, then it'll be kind of difficult pulling them out. And you want to pull them all out and put them into some kind of bowl. Let's fast forward. And then with the Vietnamese rice sheets, those you have to slice because they're in sheets. I bought this because when I first went to look for the noodles, the store I went to didn't have it, so I bought this one. But then I went to another store and they did have it, so I bought that one. So now I have two. Each package is 1 pound, so I'm going to be making 2 pounds of the noodles, which should feed about maybe 8 people. Well, if you want to eat a lot of it, then it will feed 4 maybe. So you want to slice the noodles, and after you slice it, you separate it just like you did with the other ones. And we're done. Ta-da! You can actually eat this just like this if you want. So for the cabbage, I cut half of it, and then you want to slice them in little strands. You don't have to really care how big the strands are. So we heat up our wok, and we're gonna add some oil. Make sure you swirl around your wok so it coats and it starts coming down. I got my spatula. Make sure it's hot before you add anything into the wok. When you see smoke, that's when you will add food in there. Well, at least that's when I did it. We're going to add the Beyond Beef in first. It actually doesn't matter what you add first. I just chose to add that first. Then I added the cabbage, and we're gonna stir it around until it's about halfway cooked. If you want to add garlic, you can add garlic now. When it's about halfway cooked, you're going to add soy sauce, the light one, to flavor it. When it's done, you're going to slide it out and set it aside. And now we're going to cook the noodles in some oil. So when the oil's hot, you're going to add both packages of the noodles. The noodles are easier to move around if they have the sauces in, so I just added some light soy sauce so I can move it around easier. Otherwise, it just sticks to itself. Now I'm adding some dark soy sauce. This pretty much just gives it color. It doesn't really give it that salty soy sauce flavor that light soy sauce gives it. But don't go crazy. You can't add generous amounts of it either. So stir it around, and when all the sauce is coated, let it sit in your pan and let it burn a little bit. You want those little burnt parts because that's what makes it taste so good. Now we're adding our vegetables and beef in, and you just mix it together. If I didn't have so much noodles in this wok, I would be able to shake it and flip it around, but it's just too heavy. So just use your spatula and move it around. And once everything is all mixed, you're done. Here is the Chow Fun. You can add onion powder or garlic powder in it if you want. Like I said, this is an elementary school dish that I had when I was a kid, so they didn't really add anything more than soy sauce. So let's try it. Just like when I was in elementary school. Very good. They don't sell this in restaurants. It's always in like slices of stuff. This is ground, well, this is ground vegan beef. So try it. If you like it, let me know. I would love to hear about your experience. I might eat all 2 pounds. Thanks for joining me. Bye. None of your friends.